Joining our YouTube live session of this afternoon. We must apologize that the live could not be uploaded at the time due to some technical difficulties. But please feel free to leave your comments, any questions that you may have in the comment section below, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Okay? So today we'll be attempting the topic of marketing. Okay? So marketing is a topic that usually comes every year in the exam. Right? Many students mostly have a challenge with the topic of marketing. So today we'll just go into the so marketing can be easily defined as all the processes involved in getting the right product to the right customer at the right price and at the right place in a profitable and efficient way. Okay, so that is our definition of marketing. So marketing involves all the processes, all the activities in getting the right product to the right customer at the right price and at the right time. And it must be in a profitable and efficient way. Because remember, in business, we do not want to waste resources. So the marketing activities must be profitable and efficient to the organization. We can now be able to distinguish between market and marketing. So we have to be able to differentiate the terminology of what a market is and what exactly is marketing. So we covered what marketing is, and now we can say a market can be defined as any situation that brings buyers and sellers together for the purpose of exchange. The term market can also refer to all potential customers interested in demanding a product. So there's a twofold definition of what a market is. Okay? So a market can be defined as any situation that brings buyers and sellers together. So any situation that brings buyers and sellers together to interact. Okay, so you must remember a market doesn't only have to be a physical location due to the advancements of technology now. Markets can be virtual. So we have the internet, for example, where we have a lot of online shopping and where buyers and sellers do interact with the purpose of exchange. A market no longer has to be a physical location. Alright, we also have the definition of a market. So when you hear persons speak of a potential market, a target market, you know that this is all the potential customers that is interested in demanding a product. So we have some examples of markets. So some common examples of markets are retail shops, fruits and vegetables, fish markets, and the stock market, so as we previously discussed. Okay, so we have some features that constitutes what a market is. So some of the main features that constitute what a market is are buyers, so buyers must be present, sellers or suppliers, so there must be the element of a seller or supplier, there must be a good or service that is being exchanged, and there must be an agreed price between both buyer and seller. Okay, so these are the key features that constitute what a market is. Okay, so now we have finished with markets and marketing, so we're going to just jump right into some of the main marketing activities. So these are the activities that are involved in the marketing process. Okay, so some of the main activities in marketing are market research, pricing, packaging, branding, sales promotion, advertising, and distribution. All of which we're going to dive right into later on into these slides. Okay? So we have our main activities that are involved in marketing a product. We must conduct research. We must have appropriate pricing methods or strategies implemented. We must have effective packaging, effective branding. We must have some promotional activities. We must advertise the product, and we must as well distribute the product. So, in order to effectively market our product, we have to include some key decisions, right? So there are 4 key decisions that must be considered when we decide to effectively market a product. These key decisions are known as the marketing mix. Okay, so we're going to dive into what is the marketing mix. And the marketing mix can be basically defined as a collective term that is used to refer to the whole range of marketing activities, techniques, and strategies a firm uses to reach its target market. Okay? So it's a collective term that is used to refer to the whole range of marketing activities, techniques, and strategies a firm uses to reach its target market. Okay? So the elements of the marketing mix can be easily remembered by referring to the 4 Ps. So when you hear the 4 Ps of marketing, we are speaking about product, price, place, and promotion. Right? So these are the key interrelated decisions that must be considered when we decide to effectively market a product. And we're going to dive into each component of the marketing mix. So we have product. So basically, what does product refer to? So product refers to the item that is produced or supplied aimed at meeting the wants or needs of a particular group of people. The product can be tangible or intangible. So we have some examples of what a tangible product may be. So a tangible product may be like a car, a television, furniture, anything physical that you can see or touch. Intangible products are usually services, and we have several types of intangible products. So we have such as transportation, banking, education. All these are intangible services. Okay? So when you decide to market your product, you must consider, when you decide to market it, when you decide on a marketing approach, you must consider what the product is or what the product is. Okay? We have price. So you must implement an appropriate pricing strategy. Okay? So price, this represents what monetary value the customer expects to pay for a product. When pricing the product, the entrepreneur must remember, if the price is too high, customers will not buy it. If too low, customers may think the product is inferior and still not buy it. So we must have an appropriate pricing strategy. And there are different types of pricing strategies that many entrepreneurs use when they decide to set a price for their product. We have penetration pricing, we have predatory pricing, we have odd pricing. So all these different techniques are considered. Alright? So when you're pricing a product, you must remember that if you price a product too high, customers will not buy it because they may not be able to afford it, or very few will be able to afford it. And customers, if it's too low, customers may think it's an inferior product and still not purchase your item. Okay? So we have the third P, which is place. And we're going to explain what place is. So in order for a product to be successful, it must be distributed in a place that is both convenient and accessible to potential buyers. Therefore, place involves a reliant distribution and transportation channel. So place basically has to do with how we distribute the product, how we get the product to the hands of the consumer. And we know we have different methods of distribution, several channels of distribution. So are we going to include an intermediary, such as a wholesaler or retailer, or are we going to sell directly to our consumer? How are we going to transport the product? Is the consumer going to come to us, or are we going to deliver to the consumer? Okay, so all these are factors we have to consider when we implement a distribution channel. Not only when we implement a distribution channel, it must be cost effective. Okay, so it must not be a wastage of resources. It must be cost effective and profitable to the group. And then our fourth P, which is promotion. So when we speak of promotion, we have different promotional activities that we must engage in. And this refers to the ways in which customers are made aware of the availability of the product or service and the quality. Some important aspects of promotion are advertising and sales promotion. Right? So those are the main two key components of sales promotion, promotional activity. So how are we going to make the product known to the customer? What promotional activities are we going to engage in? What promotional activities are we going to implement? Okay, so consistent on your market, the demographic of your market, the size of your market. Promotion has to be effective. And you'll say again, it must be cost effective as well. Okay? It must be effective. It must be designed to who your target is, who your target market is. Okay? So you just go back for a little bit. So we know what our marketing mix is. So the marketing mix is the 4 key interrelated decisions that must be considered when we effectively market a product. And the elements of the marketing mix are product, price, place, and promotion. Okay? So we're going to dive into another activity, another marketing activity. Okay? And we have the marketing activity of market research. Right? Remember earlier we identified some marketing activities, and market research is a main marketing activity. Right? Activity that is used in marketing. So we have a definition here of what market research is. So market research is one of the main marketing activities that is involved with getting the product or service in the hands of the consumer. Market research can be defined as an investigation into what consumers are buying or likely to buy in the future. Okay? So basically it's a collection and analysis of data about who your market is. Right? And most businesses, in order to be successful, must conduct some type of market research. Okay? So in order for your product to be successful on the market, you must conduct some type of research, whether it's product research, whether it's consumer research. You have to find a research to ensure that your product will be able to survive and compete within that industry or sector. Okay? So we have market research has 3 broad aims. Okay, so these are basically the main reasons as to why you conduct market research. So we just have a few listed here to find out what consumers want so that the business does not waste resources producing goods. So we're not trying to waste resources. So whether it be physical resources, financial resources, human resources, we are not going to waste any resources. So we conduct market research to ensure that our product will be successful, it will be able to compete, and it will be a viable product on the shelves, right? So whether it be a physical product that is being retail or service or intangible product, you have to find out that what the customers want. Are they willing to buy this product? Should we be willing to supply this product? Okay, so we conduct market research to answer those questions, to avoid the likelihood of failure and to reduce any risk. Okay. To assess, next point, to assess likely demand to ensure overproduction does not occur. Okay, so we're going to assess the demand of the product. Is there a need for the product? Will persons buy the product? Okay, so we're going to assess what is demand. Is demand high? Is demand low? Should we even take the risk of producing this product? So we assess the likely product demand to ensure overproduction does not occur. So we have supply enough. So we're not going to oversupply. The quantity that we supply will be sufficient to satisfy the market and therefore to avoid any wastage in the future. Okay. We also have to discover what will influence consumers. Example, product name, style, color, packaging, etc. Okay, so we have different factors that influence consumers' behavior, consumers' purchasing power. So we have the product. Some consumers tend to gravitate to a specific product name, a specific style, a specific color, a specific packaging or symbol. Okay, so we're going to discover what the consumer wants, and we're going to design our product based on that information. Okay. In addition to what we have listed here, we also have market research can also be conducted for existing products. So this is basically primarily for new products, but for existing products, especially when it begins to decline or it has reached a mature stage, we can conduct some market research to just see to assess the likelihood as to what the product, what changes need to be made to the product. Alright, so we could conduct market research for existing products to reduce, to just predict, I should say, any future changes in consumer behavior. Alright, or to even discover any patterns in sales of existing products or marketing trends. Right, so for this existing products, we may try to conduct to see if there are any changes in consumer behavior as to why they are not buying the product, or to determine the patterns in sales of existing products. Okay, so when are they buying, what are they buying, what times of the year are they buying, is the product a seasonal product now, and so on. Okay. So we're continuing market research, and there are different types and methods used to conduct market research. So we're going to go into some detail as to what are the different methods that are used to conduct market research. Alright, and some of the methods that are used to conduct market research are questionnaires, telephone surveys, maybe face-to-face surveys as well, interviews. Right, these are just some examples. These sources are also known as primary research because it is original data being collected. Right, so we have two main methods. We have primary research method, right, where we use to collect original data, alright, and we have the different methods such as questionnaires. So it could be a postal questionnaire that is sent out to consumers, a telephone survey, so we call someone, maybe they may be able to complete the survey face to face, and then we have interviews as well. Okay, so for every method we have the advantages and the disadvantages that we must consider when we are deciding on a method to conduct market research. So in addition to the primary research, we also have secondary research. Secondary research, which is most commonly used, is pre-existing data. So secondary research is the most common method. It comprises mostly of pre-existing data. Some examples of secondary data or secondary research are publications, business magazines, internal company records, and of course the internet. Okay, these are some common methods that are used to gather data. So we may have business magazines that will provide some information on the consumer market, publication as to maybe how the economy is performing, should we even take a risk for my business to buy. So it will answer all those questions that you need, right? It will be able to thoroughly assess the likelihood of the product to buy it. Okay, so these are some of our common methods used to conduct market research. So we're going to dive into what is promotion. Promotion is another marketing activity, okay, that must be considered. So remember, marketing is an umbrella, and we have all these different activities that are involved in order to effectively get the product to the hands of the consumer. Okay, so we have promotion. Promotion is the overall term used to refer to ways in which a business encourages customers to buy its product. It includes sales promotion and advertising. So as we previously discussed, we have different promotional activities that we may engage in to ensure that the product gets into the hands of the consumer. So we have two main types of promotional activities. We have the act of sales promotion as well as advertising, which we're going to get into some detail now. So advertising versus sales promotion. So advertising is a long-term approach in communicating information about a product or business through the media, such as radio, television, newspapers, and billboards. Okay, so we have our printed media, we also have our visual media, we also have social media, alright, that we can use to advertise our product. But advertising is usually a long-term approach. Okay, so we're communicating information about the product, whether it be through informative advertising, persuasive advertising, right, whichever method or technique we decide to use, but we are advertising by communicating information about the product to our market. Right, and we know our most common methods in which we communicate our products. Okay, so we have radio, TV, newspapers, and now because of the internet and the advancement of technology, we also have social media, right, which is very key now. Sales promotion now are shorter techniques used to encourage customers to purchase a product. So Some examples of sales promotion are BOGO deals. So we have PLS, which is a key example of BOGO deals, buy one, get one off. Price promotion. So we have some reduction in prices, games and competition. So we may engage in having the customers partake in a particular game to buy the product and competition, just to build awareness of the product. Okay. We have another marketing activity, which is branding. Okay. So what is a brand? A brand is an identifying symbol, color, name, image, or trademark that distinguishes a product from those of its competitors. So we have sneakers as an example of a product, but Nike is an example of a brand. Branding can have a real influence on marketing and can be quite expensive. So we have this other marketing activity that must be involved in where we, as I said before, effectively and efficiently get our product to the hands of the consumer. Okay? So most businesses, especially when they tend to try to launch a new product, they try to build a brand for the product. Okay? So you're developing a brand to ensure that your product can be easily distinguished. You're given the ability to differentiate between the product, so you differentiate your product. So it's the act of differentiation. Okay, so we have Nike, especially in the sneakers industry, we have Nike. Nike differentiates its product. When you hear the word Nike, you know about the quality of the product, you know the pricing of the product, you know what type of product, all the details of the product. Okay, so when you have to build a brand, it makes your product stand out. Okay, so it not only makes your product stand out, but with establishing a strong brand, there's also a monetary aspect. So there's some sort of equity that is involved when you establish a brand. Coca-Cola is another strong brand, as we all know. Alright, and Coca-Cola, most of Coca-Cola's profits is based on the brand, the equity from the brand alone. So if the company decides to sell a franchise, it has a strong brand, so therefore there's some sort of equity that is attached to when you decide to franchise your product. Okay? Alright? Let's still continue. In order to establish a successful brand, manufacturers must increase brand awareness, and brand loyalty. Okay? So we're going to dive into what brand awareness is and what brand loyalty is. So what is brand loyalty? Brand loyalty. This is the faithfulness of consumers to a particular brand as shown by their repeat purchases, despite the marketing pressure from competing brands. Okay, so a lot of customers, they tend to be loyal to your brand, right? When you have brand loyalty, when you have established brand loyalty to your customers, it encourages repeat purchases, which leads to high sales and high profits, right? Usually you'll have a lot of substitutes, a lot of competition, a lot of competitors in your market, and consumers tend to be loyal to your brand. Is a factor that influences consumer behavior, purchasing power of consumers. So when your consumer is loyal to your brand, they know they are guaranteed high quality goods, regardless of the price. The person may be willing to pay that price. It could also be the component of tradition they grew up knowing about this brand. Alright, so when they are loyal to your brand, you are guaranteed to encourage repeat purchases and to guarantee the sales of your goods. Okay? There's a major advantage, a competitive advantage, when you have established a brand of your product. Okay, please introduce any background noises that you may be hearing right now. Okay? So we're going to continue with branding. So now we have brand awareness. What is brand awareness? I must apologize again for any background noises that you may be hearing at this point. Okay? So we're going to continue with branding and what brand awareness is. So brand awareness. This can basically be described as which a brand is recognized by potential customers and is directly associated with a particular product. This is a primary goal in promotional activity. Okay, so you want your product to be easily recognizable. Alright, so you want your customers, not only your target market, but potential customers to be aware of your product. Okay, so as you go into the store, you may see an item on the shelf, you may automatically know and become aware of this product, even if you have never purchased the product. You may hear it because through advertising, alright, strong advertising platform, you may be able to recognize the product very easily, and that is advantage as to you being aware of the product and you create the brand awareness. So all this is entailed in when you decide to brand your product, when you decide to effectively create a brand for your product. So as I said, branding, it has its competitive advantages. It's usually considered when you are launching a new product, when you're trying to establish a new brand. And as I said, yes, it is expensive, but it is also a very key factor. So as I said, I must apologize for any background noises that you may be hearing at this moment. Let me take this opportunity once again to apologize for us not going live. We are currently experiencing some technical difficulties. Okay, so therefore we have to just bear with us. We just kindly ask you to bear with us at this current moment. Okay, thank you. Alright, so basically let's just recap marketing, what marketing is. For today's class, we learned about marketing versus the market, so we were able to differentiate what market is against what a market is, what the activity of marketing is versus the market. So marketing has to do with the different approaches, the different activities that are involved in when you are marketing a product, while market is the actual location, and it doesn't have to be a physical location, it could also be a situation in which a product or service is being interacted, being sold, basically. Alright, we have the different features that has constitute what a market is. Alright, so we know for a market to exist, there must be buyers, there must be sellers, there must be a good or service being presented, and there must be an agreed price. We also covered some of the main activities involved in marketing. Alright, so we started with market research. We had pricing, the aspect of pricing, packaging, branding, sales promotion, advertising, and distribution, and the importance of each in effectively marketing your product. Okay, we also dived into the marketing mix. Alright, so the key decisions that are involved in marketing, effectively marketing your product. Alright, and we know this marketing mix is also known as the 4 P's of marketing. So we know we have our product design, our product performance, price, promotion, place. Okay, so we know these are often referred to the 4 P's and must be considered when we decide on a marketing technique, a marketing plan. We have what market research is. The market research basically is the collection and analysis of data about a market. We conduct market research to find out information basically such as consumer preference. Will there be any risk in when I launch my product, and so on. Okay. We have sales promotion, advertising, also known as some marketing activities, some activities involved in marketing. Alright, so we have our promotional activities. Sales promotion has to do with the short-term incentive in when we sell our product, when we decide to establish our product. So it's usually short-term. So these incentives are very short-term. It is just to encourage short-term increases in sales. And we have advertising, which is usually a long-term approach. So we'll see a lot of advertising for years, going on years. Same as this, going on for several years. But it's a long-term approach to communicate information about your product that yes, we are on the market, we do exist, please come buy us. Okay? We have branding, another marketing activity. We are aware that establishing a strong brand is very important, although it's very expensive, it's very effective. Okay, because branding alone builds equity to your company, to your business, to what your product may be. All right, so we build a brand, especially for new products. We establish a new brand, all right, because we want a powerful image and a very good perception in the minds of the consumer. Okay, all right. In order to effectively attempt branding, we must establish, or should I say, increase brand awareness and brand loyalty. And we know that brand loyalty is the faithfulness of the consumer to purchase the product and to encourage repeat purchases. And we all know that brand awareness has to do with the extent to which the customer becomes aware of the product. Okay, very easily identifiable. Okay, so this is the end of the slide. I want to thank you again for joining us for this live feed. Let me apologize once again for any inconvenience that may have been caused. As I stated before, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, therefore the YouTube live, unfortunately, couldn't be live at this current moment. But feel free to post any comments, any questions that you may have. You could also contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp us, and get in touch with us, and we'll be sure someone will be reaching out to you to respond to you. Okay, so any questions, any concerns you may have, feel free to post below, and we will get back to you. Okay. So as I